So today, boys, we are going to be talking about a game that I'm so excited to bring to you guys. I can't wait till this game releases in 2021 because what this game brings reminds me so much of survival. And when I say that, I really mean it. It has its Halo feel, but with the Division 1 survival feel. Like it has the aspects. It has the code that you can freeze to death. You have to make sure that you eat, or you can die of hunger. You can get weak. You have to worry about PvE aspects, PvP aspects. There's up to 60 players and 3-man teams. You craft weapons. It's just so much going on for this game that I've been looking for a game like this. I've really been looking for the next Division 1 survival, something that can bring me into a battle royale that I would really enjoy. And this game right here does it for you. And when I tell you guys, this is something you guys should really keep an eye on. It's coming to PlayStation, Xbox, and PC. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually watch this hands-on by IGN and like break it down as they talk, because I've been waiting to watch for it. I decided, you know what, watch it with Team Skills right here on the channel. So let's dive into that right now. So here we go. This is the IGN playthrough. This is the second time they got their hands on it.
This is the second time I've played Scavengers, the third-person PvEVP co-opetition shooter from Midwinter Entertainment, led by Halo veterans Josh Holmes and Mary Olsen.
Halo veterans.
The first time I came away very impressed with the mix
cold
of
weather
gameplay
right
on offer. In its most basic form, Scavengers is a more evolved version of Halo's Warzone firefight, building off of its large-scale player versus enemy formula with a fleshed-out world, a lot more players, and crafting elements. This second play session over a year later showed off a few smart design improvements and left me even more convinced that Scavengers could be exactly what players burned out on either Battle Royale games or traditional arena shooters are looking for, because it's a refreshing mix of both.
So what we're gonna do here, I want to talk to you guys about what he just said. A refreshing mix of both Battle Royale and competitive shooter, and that's what Division 1 survival brought, right? It was refreshing. It had its own flair on it, and to this day, it's still a unique experience. And this right here has a little bit more of a Halo feel, because they said developers from Halo were on board with this, but also the fact that it has PvE, PvP, crafting elements, and scavenging elements really just makes you feel like if you play Division 1 survival, this is probably going to be in your lane of games you really want to keep an eye out for. So let's keep listening to what he has to say.
The biggest and most obvious change is the sheer scale of the game now. Scavengers is up to 60 players per match in 20 teams of 3, which has necessitated an upscale of the frozen post-apocalyptic Earth play spaces as well. You'll now battle in a 9 square kilometer tundra with occasional storms that necessitate you keeping yourself warm to survive, and there are more AI foes to contend with as well. In my experience, it felt pretty good, not too big or too small. We saw other groups of players around that we needed to keep an eye out for, but as we weren't looking for a fight, we had enough distance that we weren't forced to duke it out with them. Though we were nevertheless close enough that we most definitely could have if we'd wanted to. And you just might want to, in fact. Another new addition to Scavengers since I last played it is the ability to bank resources. See, the whole goal of the match is to, yes, scavenge as many resources as possible and bring them back to Mother, the AI that runs the orbiting ship the remnants of humanity live aboard after an ice comet brought the Scourge, a virus that's mutated many of Earth's remaining fauna. In a convenient narrative twist, Mother has a bit of a competitive and sadistic streak, and so she sends...
So do you see that? They're hunting for those for that meat, so that way that they can most likely have food to eat, right? So they can survive there. They also showed that you can now bank items. So like you scavenge, midway through, you can actually bank those items. Now, what I want to know is, can you bring in some of those items on later games, or do you always start fresh every run? That is something that I would like to know.
Competing teams down to see who can gather the most resources from the snow and ice storm ravaged surface. There's only one dropship, so you'd better be on it when it leaves. But you can now bank those resources at select upload points in the world, meaning you won't lose everything if another team beats you down and takes what you have. So those are the pieces of the PvPvE experience.
Sick.
You've got to watch out for Scourge-infected humans just as much as you do fellow non-infected competitors, not to mention bears and wolves, all the while gathering materials to upgrade your class weapon or craft items like grenades or armor.
So crafting is a key part, just like in survival. You craft your weapons and armor to upgrade them, right? They have elements of watching out for those NPCs. Not only that, you have wolves and bears that could be out there taking you. Just so much going on. I think this is really going to be one of those games that a lot of you guys really want to try out. And this is actually a free-to-play game, and this is going to be coming in 2021. It will be dropping most likely on all next gen. They do have playtests right now, so if you guys are looking at trying it out and you have a PC, you can actually sign up for the playtest. I am talking to one of the developers to try to get some gameplay to hopefully bring it to this channel. I've been like pitching it. I've been trying to tell him I play a lot of Division Survival. Hopefully we can get some gameplay for you guys for this channel, exclusive gameplay. We'll see what happens, but this is actually a game I've been really tracking. But let's keep listening to what he has to say.
And by the way, there are 8 player classes who each have custom weapons and special abilities. I wasn't able to bank any of...
Did you hear that? There's 8 player classes with special abilities and custom classes. So you actually can have a 3-man team, right? And then each person can have their specialty depending on what class they pick. That's going to be really cool. So you have a little mix. Maybe they complement each other. I can't wait to see what classes are good, what classes are bad, how they all work. Something I'm very excited. I like the whole classes. I think it gives it its own unique flair on this whole Battle Royale, PvE, PvP market.
Of our team's resources in my match, nor was I able to get a vehicle, which is another addition to Scavengers during the past year, but we did make it to the dropship at the end of the match after clearing out some Scourge bases, sliding down snowy hills we encountered in order to move a bit faster. And that end of match dropship moment has changed too. Instead of just being an exit door, it's now its own combat space, offering teams one last relatively close quarters chance to duke it out for one last crack at upping your resource count to try and win the match. We didn't win, but we placed respectably. More importantly, I am now even more intrigued by and interested in Scavengers. It's part co-op shooter, part survival, and part battle royale, and I'm incredibly impressed by it so far. It heads into closed beta near the end of the year before its early access release in early 2021.
So you hear me, closed beta near the end of the year, so hopefully that's coming up soon. I know they have, I think, another playtest scheduled soon, so hopefully maybe after that playtest they'll go into closed beta, and then that's when we'll be able to actually stream it and play it. This definitely has the makings of an amazing game and amazing free-to-play. Like, I can feel a lot of people really gravitating to this game, and just for the fact that it has those elements that really brought me to really love Division 1 Survival, that they're bringing it to this game, and I think a lot of you guys
For
will
more
enjoy
on
that.
Scavengers, keep it locked right here to IGN.
So that is it, man. I'm excited. Let me know what you guys think about this. Do you guys think this is going to be a game that you guys can see yourself playing? Are you guys interested in it? As soon as I saw the details on this game, as soon as I saw what this game had to offer, I was really trapped. And there hasn't been a game that's really given me that excitement like Division 1 Survival. And that's why I still stream it to this day. Like, when I do stream, a lot of you guys know I'm on survival. I like that PvP, PvE aspect. I like that having to survive the cold, having to survive, the infection. And with them giving you kind of that aspect, and as long as they kind of stick to that, they make sure that staying warm is actually an issue, right? You gotta be able to stay warm, and then making sure you're hunting or getting food so you have supplies to keep not starved. That to me is 100% why I'm really excited about this game, and I think a lot of you guys will be excited about it. Most likely most of you guys will probably play it, because if I'm playing it on this channel, you probably be like, yeah, I want to play it too. So let me know what you guys think about it. Do you think it's something that I should keep covering? I think it brings its own flair. Yes, it's not a realistic Division 1 survival, but it has its Halo type survival feel to it, and this is something that I could see myself playing for a while, and I think a lot of you guys will probably find the same kind of thought process I'm having. I will see you guys in the next one. Hopefully we have some more survival information. Hopefully I can get my hands on some more gameplay for you guys, and that's what I'm working on. So we'll see what happens. I'll see you guys in the next one. Until then, Nothing But Skills is out.